Hello, everyone. It's early morning here again. I hear the birds twittering out there. So beautiful. At the farm, it's the roosters. Yes, they start hollering. Yeah, not at 3 a.m. like some people think, but they start up when they kind of realize it's getting a little tiny bit lighter outside. That's when they start. And the birds here are doing the same thing. I love it. Calling in. Oops. That just toppled over. Calling in the new day, right? Yes? Isn't it amazing how animals do that? I love it. Okay, so we are on the. Let's just get going here. We are on the last little chapter here in Ecclesiastes. And I want to go, woo, woo, woo. Okay. Alrighty. 12. Let us finish this up. Remember your Creator while you are still young, before the bad days come, before the years come which you will say give you no pleasure, before the sun and the light grow dim, and the moon and stars before the clouds return after the rain. The time when your watchmen become shaky, when strong men are bent double, when the women one by one quit grinding, and as they look out of the window find their sight growing dim. What kind of experiences did this dude have? Unhappy. I it just shows such clear unhappiness, right? Yes. Oh, and it's continued from old age. Okay, all right, all right. There's not much to say about this. When the street door is kept shut, when the sound of grinding fades away, when the first cry of a bird wakes you up, when all the singing has stopped, when going uphill is an ordeal and you are frightened at every step you take, yet the almond tree is in flower, and the grasshopper is weighed down, and the caper bush loses its tang, while you are on the way to your everlasting home, and the mourners are assembling in the street. Uh, One thing is okay. It's I don't have much to say to all this, but here's the one. And you're frightened at every step you take. I've now for years had to be very careful how I walk. Yes, because my one of my legs in particular just wants to give way. It's like you never know, is it going to hold or not? But I've not been frightened of that, or even, yes, sometimes I reminisce a little, I wish I could still, right? But then I go, okay, those were great times. Yes, I did a lot with my body. So, done, did lots of work. And it was great. And it lasted for exactly the amount of time that it needed to last very well until my youngest one was out of college. Yes? Ta-da! Done. Great. Wonderful. Huh? Yes, and I could still do what I needed to do at home just fine. But yes, I do walk very carefully. And you know what? Every time I think to myself, I even say it out, thank you, Father, that I can still walk. Thank you, I can still walk. Yes, I've got to do it carefully, but I'm walking. I can do what I need to do. Did you hear what I said? I can still do, now at my age, what I need, and with my infirmities, and what I need to do. That's great. What's the problem? Yes? There. That poor dude here. My goodness. He's so pitiful. Before the silver thread snaps, or the golden bowl is cracked, or the pitcher shattered at the fountain, or the pulley broken at the wellhead, the dust returns to the earth from which it came, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. All the stuff that he mentions, of course, has to do with our life, right? Yes, when we die. But there's another thing to consider with that. Why use these examples? I find that when I treasure something and I use it, it doesn't matter what it is, and I treasure it, I make sure that it stays safe. Yes? I do. And then, well, those kind of things don't happen. Well, they could still happen. Well, then it wasn't meant to be because I've done everything that I could. Then that would have been the case anyway, for something to crack or this or that, right? Yes? Because I've done everything I can. Right? Then there's a reason for why I'm not meant to have that. Yes? Okay? Yeah. So, again, how is he looking at things? How do I look at things? Right? And why is there this difference? I come across some things that I read about people or what they're saying, and I've gone, I have no idea how they got to that conclusion, to these conclusions, or why they're using a certain way to attack other people. Then also with pictures. This is where I'm going. But the pictures don't compute in what you're talking about. Everybody knows it's the other way around, or everybody knows. Obviously not. And I wonder about these differences. Yes. I think that when you really are committed to studying on your own, kind of believe in your own individuality as an individual. You are you. I am me. Yes. You are who you are. I am who I am. Right. Per se. We share common ground there, of course. And believe that you have the capability to discern right from wrong, truth from lies. Yes, AO. And then just wonder, okay, that's what I do. I wonder about people who are trying to, what? I'll give you a good example. If I remember it, I will give you a good example, okay, on these differences. If I remember it, let's just continue on. Otherwise, this is gonna get too long again, is it? Oh, who cares? I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, all right. That just came to my mind too. So, but I do like this last, from which it came, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Sheer futility, Kohelet says. Everything is futile. Oh, okay, that was the end of 12. Then we have a little epilogue here. Besides being a sage, oh, they didn't mention that, I don't think, in the beginning. Kohelet taught the people what he himself knew, having weighed, studied, and emended many proverbs. What? Did you guys just hear what I said? Studied and emended many proverbs. Oh, so it's absolutely fine what I'm doing with his words too, right? Yes? Okay. Kohelet took pains to write in an attractive style and by it to convey truths. An attractive style? The guy was whining throughout the whole thing, more or less. And giving some very bad advice. The sayings of a sage are like goads, like pegs positioned by shepherds. The same shepherds finds a use for both. Furthermore, my child, you must realize. Furthermore, my child. Who are they talking to? Kids? You must realize that writing books involves endless hard work. Okay, Now, if there is someone that wrote books here, why do we not have a name? Why is this guy called Koheleth? Which means what? Well, that's what they said in the beginning, and it's actually true. Is a man in the assembly. That's it. It's not a name for a person. It's a, what's it called? Any man in the assembly will be called Koheleth, right? Yes? Okay. That's so odd. Yet, they know who this is. Why not give the name? And that much study wearies the body. Wow. Okay. To sum up the whole matter, fear God and keep his commandments, for that is the duty of everyone. All right, I don't need to fear God, but do keep his commandments. How many times have I said that? Our Heavenly Parent didn't give us these 10 commandments to, yeah, you better, blah, blah, blah. No, because it leads to happiness. It leads to a peaceful society, living together properly, taking care of each other. And number one, especially taking care of our children. Yes? It's not, and being true to our spouses. It's all kinds of stuff. Acknowledging where the greatness is in creation and who's responsible for it and in what way exactly and for what reason and purpose. Yes, that's what the 10 commandments are there for. To get in a way the most out of life here on earth without destroying it and being destructive. Yes? Yeah. All right. Ah. So I have to give him this one. For that is the duty of everyone. It's not a duty, it's a, okay, I call it baby duty when I go over there, right? But I'm so happy I have this baby duty. So, okay, duty again, right? Is it, can it be understood as a happy, wonderful thing? Duty usually is what? Gotta do it, have to do it. My responsibility. Yes, but it should be done in a happy way. And again, here it's everybody. I feel like, again, because he put this fear God, it's like you better keep your duty, you better keep your responsibilities. And going, no, it's we have free will. We do it because we want to. Yes. Now this is something that you will want to do. It's not just about needing to do it, wanting to do it with a joyful heart. For God will call our deeds to judgment, all that is hidden, be it good or bad. Yeah, that's probably what you fear. That's what people fear. We don't need to fear God. Nobody fears God. I don't believe that. Then the world would be looking different. Okay? Everywhere. Right? Yes? If actually people were to fear God. What they fear is what he said here. For God will call all our deeds to judgment, which he's not doing either. You will do that to yourself. All that is hidden, be it good or bad. That's what people fear. Go in the spirit world. I'm gonna have to. Yes. Try to remember everything you did. What, in 80 years? Yes, even as a child. Okay, children don't get. Don't forget that. That's not happening either, because they're still learning. But whoever doesn't teach children well, guess what? That's gonna be on your shoulders too. All right, on our shoulders. Whose ever shoulders. So we're done with 12. We are done. And that other thing kind of slipped a little bit my mind. Oh, what was that? Well, then it wasn't important to tell. Done. I want to tell it though. Come on, guys, give it back to me. Oh, it's gone. Can't remember it. My youngest daughter's intended is walking the Appalachian Trail a certain amount of miles for the next couple of weeks, and he's been wanting to do this for a long time. He got ready, I think, a number of years ago, or a couple of years ago, or something, and then something happened. He couldn't go. So this year, right? Yes, he's on the trail. This is his third day, so I got to remember him and make sure and send some prayers out. Yes, but he is in out there in the wilderness, pretty wild. Yes, there is trails, but it's still pretty wild out there. You don't know what you're gonna come across, and I don't think he has to worry about snakes much, especially as poisonous ones. They come out when it gets much warmer. So, but there are other things. Bears are waking up, this and that, um, and they're hungry. So, gotta make sure they're not gonna think that, yeah, yeah, that he's gonna be a meal for them. So, my prayers are out there with him, and I hope in God's beautiful mountains, the way he is, he's such an amazing young man. Just, yeah. And I have a feeling he's gonna come back with wonderful stories. He's posting some as well on his Facebook page, and I hope he has some good experiences out there, also from his heart to mind. Right? Yes. Yeah. Anywho, all right. So there it is. Almost want to. Then we're gonna be in the song of the book. The Song of Songs. I guess I'm not gonna write if it's the Song of Songs. I guess it's the Book of Song of Songs. I'm just gonna call it the Song of Songs, I guess. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anywho, trying to still remember what I wanted to tell and I can't. So, which means it's all right. That's kind of why I do what I do sometimes. So if I remember it at the end, do I need to tell it? If I can't remember it, if it doesn't come back to mind, then it's maybe something that doesn't need to be told. And that is that. So I don't have really much more to say. I need to get ready. Oh, I did a bunch of sewing yesterday. Yes, I finally got to it. I have more to do. But every time I tried to get ready over there, either she would wake up from her nap or I got very little done. And I don't have a space over there where I can keep the iron and the sewing machine plugged in. And she's drawn to, when she's awake, and she's drawn to the plugs and she's drawn to the cords. So it's like, no, no. And she knows now how to unplug something. And I'm like, no, that's too dangerous. And so I have to put the little pieces back into the plugs, into the outlets. But yesterday, I had one of my daughter's friends came over to visit, and I got a whole bunch done. And I made the cutest little repurposed one of her shirts. That is a onesie, and I cut it. I cut the sleeves for summertime, and then added on really cute ruffles and stuff. Made some pillows. She had a set of placemats that had some stains on it that never couldn't get out anymore. So I put a piece of fabric over top. Looks really nice. So now they're very usable again. Yes, and look nice. Have a frog in my throat, so I'm gonna go. Done talking. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Have a wonderful day, Aldrich. I love you. And I will talk to you all another time.